1, given the graph of a function, we have f of x equals a times cosine of bx divided by 2 minus c times pi, and then plus d. And these are for constants a, b, c, and d. We're going to find the values of the sum of those, a plus b plus c plus d. We're also given this information as well. My a is positive, b is positive, and my c has to be in between 0 and 1/2. All right, so let's look. This is the graph we're given. We also know it's cosine. So basically, if you look at cosine, this is a complete period. If you start here and end here, that's a complete wave. Maybe I should have made it a little more curvy this way. But anyway, that's a complete wave. So let's find the maximum value. Now your maximum value is given by a plus d equals, and that occurs here at 3. Your minimum value occurs at -1 here. And that's, you just write that as negative a plus d equals -1. So now we can solve for a and d. If you add these two, you get 2d equals 2. Therefore, d equals 1. Now, if d equals 1, then you substitute it back into this equation, our a is going to equal 2, because 2 plus 1 is 3. So there we have a and d, and all we have to do is figure out b and c. All right, let's do that. All right, so the period, let's do that. Now, we know that we have this half of the wave is right in here, half of our curve. So we can write the period as 2 times, because we're going to get 2 times this. And we're going to subtract. This is 3 pi divided by 2. I don't know if you can read that, and that's pi divided by 2. So we're going to take 3 pi divided by 2 minus pi divided by 2. Now, this is going to equal, according to your period, 2 pi divided by b. But our b is b divided by 2, because we have something weird there. So this is b divided by 2. All right, simplifying this, we're going to get, this is 2 times 2, so this crosses out. You get 2 pi. So 2 pi, and we can multiply these two. It's going to give you 4 pi divided by b. Therefore, b equals 2. All right, now we have our b equals 2. So we have that. Now, to get c, we're going to note that the graph passes through the point pi divided by 2 comma 3, and we're going to substitute everything in for that. So let's look at that. If the graph passes through pi divided by 2 comma 3, then I'm going to use this equation and write everything in. So there's your y, or your f of x. So we're going to write 3 equals a. A was 2. So a is 2. Cos of 2 times pi divided by 2. That is your x value. All divided by 2 minus c times pi plus your d. Now our d was 1. All right. Now simplifying this, I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. So I'm going to get 2 equals 2. Cos of these cancel. So we're going to get pi divided by 2 minus c times pi. Now what can we do? All right, let's divide both sides by 2. So we're going to get 1. I'm just dividing by 2 here. So you get 1 equals cos of pi divided by 2 minus Cn. All right. Therefore, we're going to get, let's see, pi, let's look at this. Pi divided by 2 minus C times pi equals 0. Because if this is your theta, cosine of theta equals 1 when our theta equals 0. Now, solving for C, we're going to get pi divided by 2 equals C pi. And you can divide both sides by pi. So C equals 1/2. All right, now that we have everything, and this also follows the fact that it has to be less than or equal to 1/2, but it equals 1/2. So now let's figure out A plus B plus C plus D. Okay, so all that stuff went away because I needed more room. So we want to do A plus B plus C plus D. A was 2, B is 2, C is 1/2, and D is 1. So just add them up. 2 plus 2 plus 1/2 plus 1. Now this is going to give you 5 and 1/2. And so I just added everything up. And if you want to write in fraction form, 5 times 2 is 10 plus 1. So that's 11 divided by 2. All right. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.